Thank you, Aries. Well, welcome to your June Tarotscopes. Let's take a look. What does June 2019 hold for you? Here we go. Oh, just had a card fall out, so we will be using that as a very good indicator of what our influences may be. So the first thing that you've got around you in connection with the home and the family, look, you've got the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is all talking about opportunities. It's talking about how you perceive or what you perceive to be part of your ambitions and your goals around the home, what you're dreaming about, what you're hoping and anticipating to be able to accomplish. So this is going to be a very busy time of putting a lot of your thoughts and emotions into opportunities that may be presenting around you in which to better your home circumstance. Now, some people may travel throughout this period of time because this is connected to a place with water or around water. Others may be doing renovations, looking at ways in which they can enhance areas or wet areas such as the laundry, bathroom, perhaps putting a pool in, looking at the kitchen, you know, all of those wonderful things. But this should be a very opportunistic time in where you feel that emotionally you can start putting what you feel is a purpose to some of your goals and seeing this manifest, especially around that home and the family environments. Your career goals and aspirations. Look, you've got the King of Swords in reverse. This just tells you here that you're going through a time of needing to be more diligent and focused. You may be finding that circumstances around you require you to be more structured. You know, think outside that square. Think how somebody else may think. You know, be one step ahead. And especially if you're looking at this as being something that you're hoping to achieve as an opportunity, something you're hoping that your dreams and aspirations will be able to fulfill. So this is going to be a time in which you are going to need to really look at ways in which you can push to get what you want, but still be able to feel that it's within that capacity. It's not with that you have to step on people to get where you're going, but you feel like, and it's not a dog eat dog type of world, but you could feel as though you're going through this sense of needing to be more structured, more sensible. And therefore, this is going to be very important for those that are looking at new work or employment, because you may need to look at ways in which you can stand out from the rest. How can you utilize your skills and your abilities? How can you be looked at quite differently from what everybody else may be able to do exactly the same as you? But how can you stand out more? What opportunities have you got there to stand out more? Your financial areas, look, you've got the Five of Pentacles sitting here, and the Five of Pentacles is all about stress. It's about financial difficulties. It's difficulties with people and circumstances around you. You may not be seeing this is a time of strong time for going for a loan. Not everyone's going to feel that you meet that standard or that you are going to be able to facilitate whatever the requirements are. And it could be that something is costing you more than what you anticipate, and perhaps this could have a lot to do with unemployment, as this is a redundancy card. So you can see that there has been stress in the past, and this could have been past financial actions which could have been very strongly costing you more than what you wanted. You might have lost money, you might have taken chances that haven't paid off, but you've got a chance here now to come out of that time. You've got a chance to recoup your finances and bring things about, and it's going to take a little bit of energy, but once you get it done, you're going to do just fine. And maybe this is about being a little bit more dogmatic, you know, being a little bit more articulated when it comes to your financial affairs. And this is the only way you can see your dreams becoming a reality, is by sticking to the plan. But it's not going to be easy, so you're going to have to get yourself out of a bit of a mess this month. Your health and betterment, look, you've got the Hierophant sitting here. The Hierophant represents the house of Taurus, which is the second house. This represents the neck, lower jaw, and in and around areas to do with the thyroid. It also shows here that this is about you being, trying to say the right things. You're really monitoring what people expect from you, how they expect you to be able to react or reply. You may be looking at it more of how can you fit in, and this can have a very strong bearing on the way that you communicate or relate to others. And for some, this could be just because you've got interviews or you've got areas that you may need to be able to talk about what's going on within yourself. And because the Hierophant is all about getting help and the right advice and, going through the process, the more you communicate, the better situations are going to be for you. Of course, with your relationships, now we've got the moon in reverse. Now, the moon in reverse is all about talking, once again, expressing your emotions, being able to open up, and people may be interested in getting to know you more. Maybe there's been an opportunity for you to make some changes, which you have been quite focused on, and even though you've gone through stress in relationships or friendships or transitions that have been sitting around, possibly since around about the time of April coming into May, then once you get to June, it's all about you being able to say, hey, this is who I am, this is what I want, this is where I need to be. Have that talk, communicate, allow people to know what it is that they need to hear, or be able to be open to others being able to express themselves. So this is going to be a very, very strong time throughout this month to really look at where your thoughts have been. Where's my emotions? What is it that I'm trying to achieve? What are the opportunities in front of me? How can I focus on this? How can I make this happen? How can I get myself out of the stress that I've been through? How can I make these changes to be more aligned with my purpose? How can I return back to having faith in myself, knowing that I'm going to be okay? And how can I lift that stress? Well, Spirit says by opening up, talking about things, being open to see where you're heading, listen to what other people have to say, because there could be something in those words. It could be something that is directed towards you, enables you to see that you can manifest what you need and be very happy and stable throughout this period of time. Well, I thank you so much for joining me for the June 2019 Tarotscopes.